and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube. While we're getting everything ready, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Live YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/filmmyrun and also Twitter at filmmyrun, and the website is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax, don't forget to drop me a ride on and watch me do all the hard work. Welcome along. Welcome along to our weekly Ukraine Solidarity Run. We haven't advertised it very much this week, so there aren't very many people here. But that's okay, that's okay. It's not the end of the world. Clive. Thank you, Clive. I've already done a run today. I've been out, mind you, so has Clive. Clive's already run today. But I took Victoria out and tried to make her run fast, which she wasn't pleased with me about at all. But she did run fast, and she's got herself an unofficial 5k PB today, so she's quite pleased with herself now. But as a result, I've done my hard effort today, so I'm going at a nice easy pace. So if anybody wants to join me at 9 kilometers per hour, that's what we're doing. Hello Kim Salt, hello Clive Finnemore, hello Sebastian. Sebastian is tapering, so he's not doing anything this week. We're off and running. So we've got Darden, Paul Sculthorpe, Amy Green, Clive Finnemore, Tanya, Lee Ryby, Yoko, and somebody else from Spain who seems to not have a name, dot brackets ZLDR. So hello everyone. Maybe she's called Dot. Maybe it's a lady from Spain called Dot. So yeah, nice, easy, sedate pace. We'll get these 8 kilometres done. We're going through the town of Harrogate today. We don't often run in Harrogate. My brand new thermometer is telling me the temperature inside shed quarters is 23.8 degrees. Clive, thank you very much. Says Tina's story was very inspirational. Yeah, I thought it was a good story. I thought it would be worth doing. If you haven't read it, just put onto the Zwift blog today the story of Tina Beard. So worth going to have a read. Camera angles don't seem to be working for some reason. It's not the end of the world. Kim, how are you doing? Everything okay in California? This time next week we'll be doing a shakedown run in Paris. Oh yes. Wow. Yeah. I've decided nobody's really that excited about it, so we should probably just cancel. Kim says, yes, we're great here, good stuff. What is it nice and warm over there? Because it's starting to warm up over here. In some respects, I hope it's really warm in Paris. But for Victoria's marathon, I hope it's not too warm. Yeah, we just don't want it to. We don't want to be too warm on the run, or she won't be able to do it. But I do like the sunny weather, and whenever we do Paris Marathon in the springtime, it always feels like the start of summer for me. That whenever we do Paris, that's the turning point for me, from the miserable days of winter and the cold to the fresh start of the summer and the warmer weather coming. Talking about warmer weather, it's 32 degrees Celsius in California today, where Kim Salt lives. So significantly warmer there than it is here, although it felt lovely and warm today here. If you are watching, hello by the way, thank you for joining us. We are broadcasting on Facebook and YouTube and Twitch. So it's the Film My Run channel on Facebook, but we're on the Zwift Run Live channels on YouTube and Twitch. So Zwift Run Live over on YouTube and Twitch, where you will get better video quality than Facebook. but most people watch on Facebook because it's a bit more social. Victoria's not running because she's shattered, because I dragged her along at 4 minutes 30 per kilometre to a new 5k, unofficial 5k PB today, which we only just did just before this, so she's had a shower and is now recovering, and she did pretty much throw up at the end, so she did put her all into it. I know you do all like stories of Victoria throwing up, so yeah, she did pretty much throw up at the end. Yoko, have you booked your flight to Paris yet? Exclamation mark. You are putting it fine. Kim Salt's forgotten how to type. And I don't think that sentence makes any sense, Kim. At least it is on the treadmill, is that what you're saying? The temperature? 32 degrees on the treadmill. It's 23.2 here. Yoko says, just local for her. I was joking with Yoko. Has she booked her flight to Paris yet? We will be thinking of you as we run around the streets of Paris. And as a result, by the way, as a result of Victoria's 5k today, she has now said she thinks she should start at 3 hours 45 pace. Paul Sculthorpe says he's only just got audio going on YouTube. Paul, I can't repeat everything I've said in the first 8 minutes of the run. Probably because I couldn't remember what I've said. Amy, we will be thinking of you as well. There is still time to jump on the ferry with us on Friday. Oh, Tanya with an I, not a Y. Oh well, never mind. Tina says, have I missed anything important? No, Tina, nothing. No, we haven't talked about anything to do with blogs on the website or anything. No, not really. Lee Ryby says, fab, Victoria, well done. Yeah. Clive, I'm not sure how many sloths there are in Paris. I don't think it's their native. What do you say when you say where something comes from? What's it called? Habitat. Yeah, I don't think that's their native habitat, to be honest. 1.5 kilometres into our 8-kilometre run. This is the Ukraine Solidarity Run. Not many people today because we didn't really advertise it very strongly, but maybe we should. Or maybe it's just going to kind of come to a natural end. If the troubles in Ukraine go on and on, you know, it could be a long, drawn-out war over there. But we'll see how it goes. I mean, the very first one, we had, what was it, well over 50 runners, if not more, actually. I suppose it's natural for these things to tail off. But we'll keep it going for a few more weeks and see what happens. Kim says too many other events with Tour of Watopia is on, and there was the Zwift Run Festival as well. So yes, you're right. There are a lot of other events on. Hello, Nikolai. Nikolai gives me the guns. Thank you, Nikolai. And the sunny weather has come along as well. Quite right, Clive. Yes. So a lot of people are doing other events. A lot of people are outside enjoying the sunshine. So that is fair enough. Yes. I think we're going to have to teach Tanya how to message whilst running. The problem is I think she uses Zwift on her iPad, but we're going to have to get her to connect on her phone to the Zwift companion app as well, so she can type while or do voice to text while she's running. Mind you, if I shout loud enough, she could probably hear me. She's only about 2 miles that way. Oh right, she says she can, just not very well. Right, she's typing on Facebook, but just not in game. Clive is suggesting doing voice to text, which can be unpredictable. Two kilometres done, 6 to go. Nice, comfortable heart rate, 122 at the moment. 23 degrees in the shed. I'm loving looking at my new temperature thermometer in the shed here. Very kindly given to us, very kindly gifted to us by Amy. Thank you, Amy. It's in a temporary position at the moment, just in front of me here. I am going to try and find somewhere, but the thing is, I don't want it behind me. So like the sign here that Jonathan Cost sent to us, that's fine. that it's behind me, but I don't want the thermometer behind me. I want to be able to see it. So it probably can't be on camera. Could you see it all right when I showed it then the other day? The thing is, it's wrapped around my light at the moment. If I take it off to show you, I'd have to unplug my light. Shall I see if I can do it quickly, just to show everyone? Hang on. Oh, right, okay. Tanya says Richard's foot is behaving at the moment. So any of you that do know Richard or don't know Richard, Richard is Tanya's husband and also my running buddy of many years. But he's been out injured for a year with a foot injury. But it's just starting to heal. And at the moment, Tanya says his foot is behaving. So fingers crossed. I mean, he is going on short runs quite regularly now, but having done that before, we don't want to risk him doing too much too soon, because that's happened before, and then he's taken a few steps back again. So, fingers crossed. Very slowly, he's getting back into it. He did do some runs when we were out in Gran Canaria. He continues to do the occasional treadmill run and short run outside, nice and slow. And both Tanya and myself will give him a good rap on the knuckles if he does anything that's too fast or too long. Right, hang on 2 seconds. So this is what Amy has sent us. It's a thermometer on Perspex with FMR on it, which is awesome. So thank you, Amy, for that. And I'm hanging it just in front of me here. Clive says it looks like a first place running trophy. Quite right too. Yes. I don't know why I don't get more first place running trophies, to be honest with you. I should just be given them free of charge. It would help if I actually came first place in any running races ever. Well, it's currently 22.7 Celsius in the shed here, Amy, and it's 34% humidity. I haven't explored any of the other settings on the thermometer though yet. I can change it to Fahrenheit, hang on. Right, 22.7 is 72.9, so nearly 73 Fahrenheit in here at the moment. Paul Sculthorpe says the FMR thermometer is cool. Right, you actually have a tortoise temperature gauge, do you? Yes, that'd be interesting. Comparing heart rate and room temperature. Yes. Although having a tortoise thermometer, I mean, that basically blows mine out of the water, doesn't it? Thanks for that, Clive. Wait, way to bring a guy down. Oh yeah, here's my tortoise thermometer. I see your FMR thermometer, and I'll raise you a tortoise thermometer. Three kilometers down, 5 to go. Nice and easy. Kim wants to know, Clive, do you have your shorts on properly today? That must refer to something that I don't know about. Oh, okay then. Oh, right. It's not an actual tortoise thermometer. It's just a thermometer that is usually in the tortoise house. I see. Okay, okay. That's good. I still win then. Oh, I saw... So is that why I saw a picture of Bart on the treadmill? Okay, that makes sense now. So earlier on, when Clive was running the MHG run at lunchtime, he said something didn't feel right. And it turned out, apparently he was wearing his shorts inside out and back to front. That shows how awake Clive usually is at midday. So are they on correctly now then, Clive? My brain is usually on inside out and back to front. Yeah, well, Clive, look, I usually just put my... If I wear my shorts in the morning for Film My Run 500, I take them off and have a shower, and I hang them on the radiator, and I just let them dry all stinky, and then I put them on again for the evening run. But don't tell anybody else that I do that, or they'll think I smell. Tina says they're weird down in Cornwall, don't you know? Tina, you don't need to tell me that. I have been down to Cornwall enough times in the past few years. I know exactly what they're all about in Cornwall. Amy says, don't you Febreze them? That's a good idea. Maybe I should, Amy. Yeah, maybe I should. I hadn't thought of doing that. Shake and vac. I'm not going to start singing old British TV adverts again. I'm not going to start singing old British television adverts again. That was a mistake nobody should be subject to again. All right, Tina, I think that's Victoria replying there. Tina, no, I'll leave you with the memory of what we did before. that should suffice for the next few months until I have another urge to sing to you all. And let me tell you, that urge may well take a good few months to arrive again. So you've all got a chance to mentally recover and prepare for the next one. Big news on the treadmill front, by the way. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. We've got karaoke on Sunday night after the run, haven't we? Is it now? Hang on a minute, Clive. Has Jamie or Grace actually booked a karaoke restaurant for Sunday night? Has that actually been done? Tim Souls as well says you have to practice for Paris karaoke, and but I also have to live stream it, don't I? I am going to try to do as many videos and live streams as possible over the weekend. Amy says, what time is the marathon? Well, there are different start times for different people. But I think the 3:45 group are starting at 9:20 a.m. So that'll be 8:20 a.m. UK time. So, right, Jamie is watching, and Jamie said nobody told me anything about karaoke. Well, thank God for that then, Jamie, because we won't have to be subjected to it. Yeah, there was talk that we should do karaoke on Sunday night. But if you haven't booked a karaoke restaurant, then no problem. We don't have to worry about it. It's fine. But having said that, we could just sing karaoke anyway, couldn't we? Halfway through. Well done, everybody. Jamie says, I can bring a Bluetooth speaker if somebody wants to sing. Tina says, Jamie, you better start practicing. Well, listen. We'll see what happens. Clive says the clocks go back in the UK next weekend, I think. What, so would that mean it was 7:20 a.m? Right, now Amy seems to think it's this weekend that the clocks go back. Kim, the treadmill news is this. And it's pretty frightening. So I phoned up Techno Gym engineers this morning. So I do have an engineer booked to come out and assess the treadmill. Just for call out and diagnosis. Just for call out and diagnosis, how much do you think I have had to stump up and pay for them just to come and look at the treadmill? I'll give you a minute to contemplate and let me know what you think. You can do it in dollars or in pounds. How much do you think they've charged and I have paid this morning for the engineers to come out and just look at the treadmill? Not thousands, Amy, no. It's basically a call-out fee. Non-refundable call-out fee. Right, first comment is Clive says 50 UK pounds, 100 UK pounds from Paul Sculthorpe and Amy. Paul Haywood reckons £200. Kim Salt $150. Tina Beard £500. Lee Ryby £200. Well, okay, so not bad then, not bad. Good guesses. Tanya says £200. £174. £174 non-refundable payment simply for them to just come out and look at the treadmill. So that's paid, that's gone. So we'll see what they say when they come out. On the flip side of that, I've had some communication with a company called Matrix today. Many of you will know of... now the name's gone right out of my head. Bear with me for 2 seconds. On. Don't know why I forgot his name. Ridiculous. So many of you will know Taggart Van Etten. Taggart is the 100-mile treadmill world record holder, and he did it on Zwift. So the fastest person to run 100 miles on a treadmill. And he did it on Zwift last year. So Taggart is sponsored by a company called Matrix Treadmills. And, Tina Beard said our gym is being kitted out with Matrix Treadmills in the next few months. Well, they've just contacted me. So we'll just see what happens. I don't want to say too much because it might not happen. But I'm in conversation with Matrix Treadmills anyway. Let's just leave it at that. So even if this one doesn't get fixed, we might be able to keep running, me and Victoria together. We'll see what happens. Hello from Belgium, says... I can't quite read that name. Oh, is it Game End? Game... Gammond? Hellgammond? Well, hello Belgium anyway. Sorry I can't properly read your name. Watching on YouTube. So we're coming up to 5k. Kim says I need to ask for a woodway. Yeah. Do you know what though, Kim? A woodway wouldn't fit in the shed because it's too high off the ground. So woodways are a good foot off the ground and my head would hit the ceiling. I think anyway. Amy's hit her daily target. Well done, Amy. 5k in, 3k to go. Heart rate looking all right at the moment, that 120-ish. Oh, Kim, honestly, I would love a woodway treadmill. And I'm always so jealous of the guys who get to win the Zwift Academy because they all get a free woodway treadmill, don't they? Amy is still in the hunt for that, by the way. Amy Green still in the hunt for the Woodway treadmill and a place on the Zwift Run Academy team for Berlin. And I'll be going to Berlin, so I'll see everyone in Berlin, see the team, and we'll start bigging them up once we've got Paris Marathon out of the way. Hopefully we'll start getting some results of who has made it into the full final 6. But that's going to be awesome to go out to Berlin and run with the guys. Yeah, I mean, it's not just the Woodway, is it? It's the Woodway treadmill and loads of other stuff, loads of Adidas running gear, Morton hydration and nutrition, the sunglasses that I can't remember the make of. Well done, Amy. Amy's calling it a day there. Well done, Amy. See you soon. She says she's still got her fingers crossed. Yeah, well, look, Amy, we all wish you the very best with that. Don't be too disappointed if you don't get in, because, I mean, it's still a long shot, isn't it? 40 people down to 6. So you will be very lucky if you get in, but I really hope you do. Two and a half kilometers left to run of our 8K Ukraine Solidarity Run. Okay, Tina, take care. See you soon. Bye-bye. So Tina's got a friend coming. She's going off to spend some time with her friend. So we'll see Tina later. Amy says it's definitely a very, very long shot. Yeah, well, look. I mean, it was an even longer shot when it was 300 people, wasn't it? So you've made it to the final 40. So you never know. It really could happen. So I really hope for you that it does. I don't often run up this hill, that's for sure. I haven't been up here in ages. So about 12 minutes left of our Ukraine run. Six kilometers done, 2 kilometers left. So Saturday tomorrow, and we have our Paris Marathon long run, but it's now down to 1 hour, just 1 hour of easy running tomorrow. And then we'll have Sunday off, and then we'll be back on Monday for our countdown to the Paris Marathon. We've got the combined community run on Monday. Film My Run 500 on Tuesday. I think we'll probably do a tour of Watopia on Tuesday evening. Wednesday, not sure yet. Thursday, we've got Bag That Badge and Film My Run 500. And then Thursday, after Bag That Badge, we will be getting packed up and we will be going to Paris. We've got the late night ferry from Newhaven. So we'll be packing up and leaving after Bag That Badge on Thursday. So plenty of running, plenty of live streaming still to come, and before our trip to Paris, and then plenty of live streaming from Paris as well. I wonder if Victoria's recovered from her 5k. Lying on the sofa, probably eating crisps, feeling very proud of herself. I think it's all about confidence building up to the marathon. So we've made sure that we've tested Victoria at 5k pace and at marathon pace for a half marathon. We've tested her heart rate, we've tested her speed, and everything is pointing in the right direction at the moment. So it's just about having that confidence that it is potentially possible. It could be done, and that she is trained up enough and fit enough to do it. Kim Salt, do you really think Victoria would have any birthday crisps left over? I mean, come on, let's be sensible now. It's 3 days after her birthday. I mean, she's eaten all the birthday crisps and about 10 times more than that since. Kim. How long have you known her? Honestly. Actually, no, to be fair, I think she did save one of her bags of crisps from her birthday. Susie from I Run Things on YouTube. Hello, Susie. Hope you're well. Susie, why aren't you coming to Paris? Paul Hayward says, so I'm talking about testing Victoria's heart rate, testing her speed, testing her marathon pace over a half marathon. Paul Hayward says, and also testing her patience. Yes, on plenty of occasions testing her patience. Guy Finnemore says, salt and vinegar twists and cheese balls. Big packet crisps. Is that your favourite then, Clive? Salt and vinegar twists and cheese balls. Oh yes, Tanya says she's going to need Mother's Day crisps as well. Yes, so here in the UK, it's Mother's Day on Sunday. So not only have we had Victoria's birthday 3 days ago, but this Sunday we've got Mother's Day as well. Oh, thank you, Susie. Right, Susie's just said she's just watched my Trans Gran Canaria video on YouTube. So that was the last race I did when we went on holiday to Gran Canaria a couple of weeks ago with Tanya and Richard. And I ran the Trans Gran Canaria 130 kilometre race. Susie has just watched the video on YouTube. She says, so beautifully filmed. Go give the video a like, people. Thank you very much, Susie. Susie is not coming to Paris because she is running the Atlantic City half marathon on the same day that we're running Paris. So good luck, Susie, with that. Okay, so after Clive's had a party in their house, what always seems to be left are salt and vinegar twists and cheese balls, he says. 7 kilometres done now, 1 to go. Well done, everybody. Sprint for the line now. Yeah, just watch Tanya, because she'll sprint for the line. She'll race you all to the finish. Just be careful. She's a cheeky little devil like that. Look, she's speeding up, you see. She's speeding up. She's going for the win. Come on, Lee. Lee Ryby, don't let her get away with it. Come on. Fight her to the finish. So very relaxed, very enjoyable. 8 kilometres, Ukraine Solidarity Run, which we've been doing every Friday evening, early evening for the past few weeks. And we will continue to do it. Numbers have certainly dropped off a bit from the first couple, but we'll keep it going. Maybe advertise it a bit more. Actually, we won't be on next week, will we? So maybe we'll leave it next week and we'll do it again when we return from Paris. Yeah, not next Friday. Or maybe we should set it up anyway and see if anyone does it without us there. Well, Tanya, if you're going to win, you better hurry up now because Lee's overtaking you. He's going for it. I'm not virtually wronging with anyone, Clive. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, the shakedown run's going to be about the same time, isn't it? Interestingly, the temperature has gone down, so maybe it's not so much the running in here, because yesterday I was commenting that the temperature was gradually going up as I was running, but that may simply have been the heat of the day increasing, because the temperature has actually gone down in shed quarters here. So it's now 21.8 Celsius, down from 23. So it may just be that is the day cooling down. So we've been running for 50 minutes and we've got another 5 or so to go, 4 minutes to go. Thank you very much everybody for taking part, and thank you for watching. Like I say, we will be back tomorrow for the final Paris Marathon long run. Last week, Victoria did 2 hours at marathon pace, but this week we're cutting it right back just to 1 hour of easy running. So that'll be tomorrow evening, the Paris Marathon long run, and then we have Sunday as a day of rest, and we're back on for the community run on Monday. So Lee Ryby, Paul Sculthorpe and Tanya are just putting a bit of pace on at the end there, stretching out the legs. The last 400 metres. And then Lee Ryby has a dropout. Oh no, Lee, get going again. Tanya is coming. Tanya is coming, Lee, get moving. Paul Sculthorpe has finished. He's done his 8k. We've got 300 metres to go. Lee Ryby has had a technical dropout. And Victoria and Tanya is going to take second place. I mean, not that it's a race, but you know. So Lee is back up and running. Lee is back up and running, but he's not going to catch Tanya. Tanya comes in with the second place. And Lee will get third. Well done, Tanya. Tanya's just finishing. Lee's about to cross the line as well. Well done, everyone. Yeah, see you all tomorrow. Lee Ryby had a problem with this foot pod. Well, Lee, you won't have that problem in Paris. No worries, Clive. Take care. See you guys all tomorrow. Well done, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for watching. Thanks for taking part. And there's the finish line. I don't know why it's set up as a race. I don't know why I've done that. Right, let's give ride-ons to... I totally forgot to give ride-ons out. So well done to Paul, Tanya and Lee and Dot from Spain and Clive and Yoko. Well done, guys. Great work. There is our 8k done. Kim Salt says, thanks for the fun. Yoko, thank you. We are done here. So, yeah, once again, Paris Marathon training, last one tomorrow. And then back on Monday for the community run. And then we're counting down to the Paris Marathon. We will all be in Paris by Friday. And we will be meeting up. Many of us, most of us, I think, are meeting up on Friday evening for a shakeout jog along the River Seine. And I will try my best to do some live video, certainly do some video recording, interviews and chats with people on that run. And then, of course, when we come to the big one itself on Sunday. Lee Ryby says not long now. That's it. Yeah, not long now. Okay, guys, take care. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks for taking part, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.